Tyler, what are you hearing about your draft range?
I don't know much yet. Hopefully lottery, but we'll see.
What do you think you could bring as far as a true center, maybe in this draft? That's a positive for you.
Yes, sir. I think my ability to shoot the ball as well as my ability to run the court, be able to push the other big, try to get up and down, and try to play a fast-paced game.
He's calling this draft one of the best and deepest in years. Just talk about how good this draft is, how many good players are in it.
It's tremendous. I mean, all the way up and down. I know you got a lot of great players all the way through the first round, and even a couple in the second round that could be great role players. And it's going to be very interesting, kind of how everything falls. I know there's going to be a lot of movement on draft night, so we'll see what happens.
Does it help having so many teammates here to kind of help each other in this process?
Yeah, definitely. It makes it kind of bounce ideas off each other, kind of hear what everybody's talking about, and I know a lot of these guys, so that makes it much more entertaining.
What do you think that you talked to a couple of teams? What do they like about you?
I just think my versatility. I think the fact that I am 7 foot, but I can also shoot the ball, I can post up, I can do a lot of different things.
There's some things you can do that maybe teams don't maybe appreciate that you can kind of show them through this process.
Hopefully my ability to shoot the ball. I think I can shoot the ball much better, much deeper than most people think. In college, I didn't really spread the court as much just because of the system I was in, but I think I can spread the court much better than most people think.
So much of playing defense in the NBA now for a big man is the ability to defend that pick and roll. Are teams questioning you about that? How do you feel about your ability to do that?
I think they feel like I can do it fairly well. I mean, I had to do it a lot in college. I know Duke loved running it, so we had certain teams that did it, not as much as the NBA, but I have been exposed to it, so I just got to get used to a different style and a little bit quicker players.
You're surrounded by Roy Williams and so many great players from Carolina, past and present. Any advice on how to handle this process that stuck with you?
They just said it's a long process, but you got to make sure you enjoy it. Just take it step by step. Don't really get too worried about anything, and just make sure you enjoy it.
As a guy who played all 4 years in college, are you trying to selling yourself to teams as a guy who's really ready to play now?
Yeah, definitely. I think coming in next year, I can give some minutes. I don't know, possibly start, but it's something depending on the team where I fall into. But I think I am capable of playing next year. I think I have a lot of room to develop still, but at the same time, I think I am capable of playing it next year.
What happens first, 4 Kentucky players drafted or 4 Carolina players drafted?
It's a good question. It'll be tight. I think I'm obviously going to go with us just because I have to. So
You're biased, right?
a little bit.
What did you measure?
7.5 or 7.25. So, yeah. With shoes, it was 6'11.25 without.
You made a big jump between your junior and senior years rebounding. Was that a big emphasis for you?
A little bit. It was just a little bit of a change of focus rather than trying to get out and run as quickly. Just taking that extra half second to make sure we got the ball and then taking off and running.
You had a solid freshman season, and did he talk to you at all about both of you and your aspirations to be in the NBA?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it. I went through the same thing last year, so I just kind of told him my thought process, and then he had to make his own decision this year.
What do you talk to him about? I mean, do you get a chance to even watch his games at all?
I went to one of his games. It was a lot of fun, but you just got to talk to him about, I mean, it's his decision. You can't go back to college, but, I mean, the prospect playing the NBA is always something you're working towards.
Tyler, you would be in the same roughly draft range as your teammate John Henson. Are you working out against him in some of these cities you're talking about?
In New Orleans, I worked out against him. He's a great player. He's a great defender, but it's something that, I mean, we know each other's games very well.